Yes, boys and girls, how are you? So today I'm going to explain these 7 laws of indices. Okay. Actually, what is an index? An index is nothing but a power. An index is a power. Okay, this is what we call an index. For example, let's say you are writing 10 to the power 5. This 5 is an index. Okay, so an index is a power. For example, 10 to the power 5. This 5 is a what? Is an index. If you have x to the power negative 7, this negative 7 is an index. Okay. So this is the first law. When multiplying numbers of the same basis, add the indices. Okay. When multiplying numbers of the same basis, add the indices. So mathematically, what is the meaning of this? X to the power a multiplied by x to the power what? B. Okay, I'm going to do this. X to the power a multiplied by x to the power b. This is equal to x to the power a plus b. Okay, if you check, we are multiplying numbers of the same basis. So you add the powers. These are the indices. You add the indices. Let's move on to law number 2. When dividing numbers of the same basis, subtract the indices. When dividing numbers of the same basis, subtract the indices. So mathematically, x to the power a divided by x to the power b, this is equal to x to the power a subtract b. You subtract the indices. Okay, let's move on to law number 3. Any number raised to the power 0, the result is 1. Any number raised to the power 0, the result is 1. So b to the power 0, what is the answer? 1. Okay. 5 to the power 0, what is the answer? 1. Negative 4 to the power 0, what is the answer? 1. Okay, please take note. This is negative 4 to the power 0, the answer is 1. What about this? Negative, like this, is equal to, I am saying any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So this negative is not being affected. So this negative will come as it is. 4 to the power 0, what is the answer? 1. So here the answer is negative 1. So please take note. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. b to the power 0, the answer is 1. 5 to the power 0, the answer is 1. This is negative 4 raised to the power 0, the answer is 1. But here only 4 is raised to the power 0. So this negative is not being affected. So this negative will come as it is. 4 to the power 0, the answer is 1. So here it becomes negative 1. Let's move on to law number 4. When a number is raised to a negative power, the result is 1 divided by that number raised to a positive power. Let's say you have x to the power negative 1. You have x to the power negative b. What is the result? The answer is 1 divided by x raised to the positive power. Any number raised to the negative power, the result is 1 divided by that number raised to a positive power. Let's move on to law number 5. When a number is raised to a power and also raised to another power, the result is that number raised to the product of the powers. You have x to the power a, and this x to the power a is also raised to the power b. What is the answer? The answer is x to the power a times b. You multiply the indices. You multiply the indices. Okay? Let's move on to law number 6. X to the power 1 divided by a. Okay, it means what is the a root of x? What is the a root of x? For example, you can write 8 to the power 1 by 3. This means what is the cubic root of 8, which is 2. A number which multiplies itself 3 times and gives us 8 is nothing but 2. Okay, let's move on to law number 7. X to the power a divided by b. What is the b root of x raised to the power a? What is the b root of x raised to the power what? Raised to the power a. So the b root of x raised to the power a. You are supposed to find the number which multiplies itself b times and should give you x. If you find that number, you are supposed to raise it to the power what? To the power a. For example, let's say you have 8 to the power 2 over 3. It means what is the cubic root of 8 raised to the power 2? A number which multiplies itself 3 times and should give you 8 is nothing but 2. And you are supposed to raise this 2 to the power 2. What is the answer? The answer is 4. Here we are. So I am going to upload a video with examples for these laws of what? Of indices. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.